How many of you have experienced here that you sense this is what the Lord wants you to do, and yet, you've been waiting for a while for a confirmation, and when you receive a confirmation, it took longer also for it to fulfill. How many of you have experienced something like that? Okay, and in our first reading today from the prophet Daniel, as you know, last Tuesday, we're reading from Daniel chapter 2, okay? We're in King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. Daniel was in exile. He had this dream, right? And then Daniel interpreted it. There's this big statue. The head of gold is you, Babylon. The chest and the arms, silver. At that time, he's saying that a weaker kingdom will come after. And we know now it's Persia. And then after that, it's the waist and the hip is bronze. And we know now it's the Greek. Okay? And then the legs and the foot are iron and clay. And we know now it's Rome. So for Daniel, he was expecting that this would happen, right? That something would overthrow the Babylonian kingdom. Okay? In today's first reading, Daniel 7, okay, just 5 chapters after, okay, this time it's in, he had a dream during the time of King Belshazzar. You know how many years between these two dreams? 50 years. Okay? 50 years. And he had this dream. Saw 4 beasts. 4 beasts. The first one is the lion, and and then the bear, the leopard, and the 4th beast. So these 4 beasts correlates to the 4, in that statue. The gold, the silver, the bronze, and the iron. Vision of King Nebuchadnezzar, it says there that there was a stone. It says here, at the time of those rulers, the God of heaven will establish a kingdom will never end. It will never be conquered, but will completely destroy all those empires and then last forever. You saw how a stone broke loose from a cliff without anyone touching it, and how it struck the statue made of iron, bronze, clay, silver, and gold. The second vision of Daniel during the time of King Belshazzar, he saw the Ancient of Days, the Son of Man. He says there, when I was looking, thrones were put in place. One who had been living forever sat down on one of the thrones. His clothes were white as snow, and his hair was like pure wool. His throne, mounted on fiery wheels, was blazing with fire, and a stream of fire was pouring out from it. Okay? He was given authority, honor, and royal power so that the people of all nations, races, and languages would serve him. His authority would last forever, and his kingdom would never end. Do you see the parallel? The confirmation between these two visions. But it wasn't fulfilled during the time of Daniel. Now, looking back, we know, right? In Daniel 7, lion is Babylon, the bear is Persia, the leopard is Greek, and the 4th beast is the Roman Empire. But there is this king, this everlasting king, who would overthrow all the empires of this world. And he will reign when he comes in his second coming. Empire right now that is forming. We don't have the Babylons now. We don't have the Greeks, the Persians. We don't have the Romans now. What is the empire that is forming right now? The New World Order. And what are they forming? They want to form one world government. And when you have one world government, they want to have one world religion and one world Messiah. Maybe they're not saying that right now, but that's what they're planning to do. One world government, one world Messiah, one world religion. All other religions, all people from other religions should bow to this one world religion. If you bow, if you support this, you will get all the privileges. Okay? And if you don't bow, you will be segregated. You will be persecuted. You could even be put to death. But we need to persevere. When the Lord comes in his second coming, he will reign. That's why for us, we need to persevere. We can't compromise the faith. We can't. Because by compromising our faith, we're going to the dark side. Like the Darth Vader, right? The Star Wars movie. You're going to the dark side. No, remain. Remain with the Lord until the end. Okay? So that when He comes, in His second coming, we will not be in fear. But we will have this great anticipation. For we will reign with Him in heaven.